Honorable Minister for Lands and Mineral Resources, my cabinet colleague, Mr. Vosarogo, the Solicitor General, Deputy Solicitor General, Director of Fiji Law Reform and our staff, Permanent Secretary Lands, DS Lands, Director and Assistant Directors, and of course, the commissioners. Orisi Mbalekasavu Perbalau. I think the name sounds familiar to me. Dr. Chueli Barro, and of course Mr. Jack, and the Ministry of Land Staff. This morning's ceremony is a bit different from other occasions because one, there's a lot more people present in the room, and I guess it represents the stakeholders involved. I stand here today excited, a bit emotional, because we have actually delivered something huge. Last year alone, 47 bills. Come August, we will surpass that number. Why we have progressed, why we have improved, it's on the ministries. And Honorable Vosarogo, it's the leadership skills. The bills and policy changes are initiated from the ministry. It's not from the Attorney General's chambers. And thank you, each and every one of you who have participated in this exercise. Yesterday, over the weekend, I was in Nandi. Of course, we all know that's one important process going on is about the new constitution. And in that consultation, there's a lot of issues touches on the land use, of course the state land, of course the mineral resources. And we're grateful that we have come this far, we've delivered. One thing very unique about the process that we undertaken is that we've listened and we have consulted people far and wide, urban and rural, maritime. That is what makes us different. And it's important to hear from the very people who are affected. And I stand with immense pride to see the culmination of efforts and commitment by the ministry and of course, homegrown. And that's something I am extremely proud of. We have a pool of experts locally who can also devise and formulate a way forward in terms of the review of our legislation. First and foremost, I want to emphasize the significance of undertaking a review legislation that has served for 80 years, an era that has been immense social, economic, and environmental changes. Revisiting and reforming such foundation laws, particularly those governing state-owned land, is not merely an administrative task, but a vital step towards ensuring our legal framework remains relevant, fair, effective in today's context. As a former lawyer of the Attorney General's chambers, Minister of Lands is one of our key stakeholders. And for those officers who have been in the ministry for how long, they know the real value of these changes in terms of how they administer, and also for the people, the very people that we serve. I want to highlight the importance of reviewing the Land Use Act 2010, which although only about 16 years old, remains relatively a recent piece of legislation. It is equally vital to assess whether it continues to be fit for purpose, and that's the question that we should all ask, especially as our society, economy, and our environment evolve. It will be interesting to see what recommendations emerge from this review and how they will complement or enhance our existing land laws. I'm also pleased to acknowledge the nationwide consultation carried out by the review teams. Yes, Jack, you have highlighted something. It's not normally said, but it's admitted by the civil servants. Thank you for having that experience. For those civil servants sitting in the room, I commend you for your work, for loyalty, honesty, and dedication. Engaging with stakeholders across the country ensures that the reforms are inclusive and reflective of the diverse perspectives and needs of our people. a multiracial country. Such an approach exemplifies the principle of transparency, particularly democracy, which are central to our governance. Law reform work is a cornerstone of a vibrant democratic society. But 3 weeks ago, I paid a visit to the director's office. It was a last minute. I said, I'm coming. The reason I visited the Fiji Law Reform, just to thank them, because it was coming out very clear, crystal clear, of the huge work that they've done. Thank you, Director, and your staff. You may have realized that one of the achievements of the coalition government was to refund. It existed only by name. There was no fund. Someone smarter thought it was better. But I think we thank God and the amount of work that they have put in, and I have high hopes and also some plans for them how they can grow. Because you all understand most of our laws that we are amending they are archaic. They are not irrelevant to today's age. Law reform allows us to adapt to our legal systems, to contemporary realities, to promote justice, and foster sustainable development. In the context of land laws, this work is especially critical. Land is the foundation of a community's economy and environment. As you hear about the submissions to the CRC, when you talk about land, you talk about the soul of it, okay. Although never before we have come out strong, and this is probably the time. And there's a central value in our nation. Modernizing our land laws can lead to greater clarity, to equity, and security for all landowners, also for leaseholders and users, enabling us to better address the current challenges and opportunities. As the Attorney General's Office, my team will now carefully review and consider the recommendations, insights, and contents of the final reports, as well as the draft bills and cabinet papers. We have been novel in terms of law reform for this administration. First was normally before it's just a preparation of the report submitted to AG. Then we go the step further with the report with the draft bills. Here we have the draft bills, the report, plus a draft cabinet paper. Now, we come together by Tavi and also to Director Fiji Law Reform. We will work diligently to assess how these proposals align with our national priorities, legal standards, and the overarching goal of serving the interests of our people and our nation. This is a pivotal moment for our land reform journey. And I am confident that through collaboration, careful consideration, we will advance legislation that is just, modern, and capable of guiding Fiji's land governance into the future. Thank you, and I look forward to engaging with all stakeholders and the Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources as we progress into the next step of reviewing the key documents, the final report, State Land Act 1945, the Land Use Act of 2010, the draft State Land Bill 2026, the draft National Land Use and Development Bills 2026, and the draft cabinet papers for the respective bills emanating from the respective legislative review. Thank you, and God bless Fiji.